So it's not aligning. And remember, I mentioned earlier, when the words are not aligned with nonverbal cues, authority decreases. And when the words are aligned with your nonverbal cues, authority what? Increases. So the natural you who is listening is not actually leaning back.
Welcoming the radiant and empowering Miss Toni Miranda.
Woohoo! Hataw na! Good morning to all of you. And whenever whenever you go inside a room, with the mindset of getting, you will always be conscious of your performance because you wanted to get validation, you wanted to get approval, you wanted to get praise. And you have two options whenever you step in a room, either to get or to give. So whenever you choose to give, that's when the meaningful life, fulfilling work happens. Isipin niyo lang brain to, okay? So here, lagyan ko siya ng emotion and logic. So our brain has two parts, the emotional part and the logical part. Now, your brain's function is to protect you, and the brain's function of your client is to protect them. Whenever you are experiencing complaints, you don't just focus on what they said, you don't just focus on bakit ganun ang boses niya sa akin. Let's rise above that. We experience this every day. Do you agree? Let's be wiser by understanding your design and their design. Para hindi lang ganon. Sige nga, try lang natin para hanggang dito na rin sabihin mo. So, never give up on anything just because you're not comfortable. It could be love life. May sisi ng mga single dito? Sige man, tuloy mo yan. Nakita ko yung gumanon. I love it. Don't give up on something like your dreams, like your decision to exercise every day, like to apply now grooming every day. Don't give up on it just because you're not comfortable. So always remember that every time management will tell you to do something new, expect yourself to react, not because you don't want to support. It's because it's scientific, so you have to manage that reaction. You have to manage that idea that, again, new rules again. These are just hypothetical examples. Again, let's say new uniform, new system again. Expect that it's normal. However, what you do with that is a choice afterwards. But not being comfortable is normal. What do you think is the reason why the rich people are usually very calm when they speak? Very calm and then slow-paced and low-tone. And I love it, hearing yung answer because that's what we teach. And this is the answer niya. Well, we don't speak fast because we're not in a hurry. We have people do things for us. It makes sense, right? We have a low tone because we're not worried, because we have things in place. We have planned out and we are ready for any uncertainty. And of course, I speak not so fast because I know people are waiting for me. So I'm not trying to chase them. It makes sense, right? So they now look in control and they now look relaxed and confident. Now, tinanong naman yung isa, sabi niya, not to offend you. Why do you think some people or some poor people, when we interview them, they talk loud, they talk fast, and with a high pitch? Same analogy, binaliktad lang. Because they talk fast because they don't always get a chance to be heard. It makes sense, right? They talk loud because they're not sure if they will even be given time to be understood. And mataas yung pitch nila, yes, we are worried because we are already at the peak of our need and emergency. So, just to let you know, that's how and what we teach as well when it comes to professional presence or executive image. Regardless of your situation, the good thing is we can practice how to talk, not really slowly, but slow-paced, low pitch, or low tone, and hindi yung parang lagi nagmamadali. Why? Because when you talk fast, the other party might think that we are rushing them. Hence, they don't feel heard. Nothing beats pa rin yung I understand, but it's best na may ma-repeat tayo sinabi niya. Magugulat kayo, some of them are also surprised that, did I say that? Diba? Kasi out of anger, they just blurt out lahat ng mga words na sasabi nila. Okay? So our goal is to make them feel understood, and when they feel understood, nagkakaroon ng order, then it reduces na the being emotional. Next is, lead the solution. So there. So offering options, narinig ko kanina maraming options, right? Confident posture, reassuring tone, allow me to check the next available schedule, allow me to check the availability of the nearest branch. So there, solution. But before the solution, nag-agree ka muna na yung feelings niya are talagang yun ang ma-feel sa mga na-encounter niyang situation. Sometimes we downgrade to the point na parang wala nang ibang client. We can still respect them and not downgrade your, we call it image. We call it brand, diba? We still retain the brand. You have the power to remember who you are and not according to how the world formed you when it comes to definition worth, but according to the truth of who you are. So let me remind you of the 4 identities that cannot be changed, whether you're doing that, you're making your client feel that experience or not. And what's that? You have worth, you have purpose, you have power, and you have your unique strengths.
I'm from Scotland Wellness Incorporated. What I loved about Miss Toni's training is it's very educational, it's fun, and fun.
Hello, I'm Weng from the Scotland Wellness Inc. What I loved about Miss Toni's training is it's very engaging. And it's fun, and we are not intimidated to talk, okay, because she encouraged us to talk. So yeah, it's a very well-educated, it's a very educational training or seminar. So I love it.
Hi, I'm Teresa Patero from the Scotland Wellness Inc. What I love the most from Miss Toni's training is that I've learned a lot about customer service, and it's really great, and I'm having some fun. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Mel Benaventura from Scotland Inc. What I love about Miss Toni's training is very nag-enjoy, and ang dami kong natutunan about the customer service na I never thought or I never experienced outside. So, sobrang enjoy ako dito.
Hello, I'm Tina Adapon from Scotland Wellness Inc. And what I love about Miss Toni's training is it's very educational. However, it's actually more entertaining. So it makes us more engaged. Would like to say thank you, of course, extend our thanks to our company, Scotland Wellness, for giving us this opportunity to learn sa training ni Miss Toni. Thank you!
Hello, I'm Ella Marie Miles Quintos from the Spa Wellness. What I loved about Miss Toni's training is that it's very engaging, which for me, it really helps a lot that we will be applying it into our real and personal life instead. So for our growth, it's very important that we truly let the love flows within so that we can give it and share it to others. Thank you.